Every day we take precautions to avoid terrible impacts from unlikely events. We know car accidents are unlikely, but they do happen, so we wear a seatbelt just in case. We know it's unlikely that a burglar will break into our house at night, but we still lock the doors just in case. It's also unlikely that we'll be affected by flash flooding from a torrential thunderstorm, but if we are, the consequences could be serious. That's why some types of thunderstorm, as well as certain other weather phenomena, may be thought of as low likelihood, high impact events. The Met Office issues severe weather warnings, either yellow, amber or red, based on a combination of impacts the weather may have and the likelihood of those impacts occurring. We show this combination of impact and likelihood in a matrix, which can be seen in the further details section of our warnings. For example, sometimes a warning will be yellow because impacts are not considered high enough to issue an amber or red warning. But sometimes a warning will be yellow for a high impact event because the likelihood of it occurring is lower. Widespread coastal gales might be considered very likely, but with a low impact. And so, a yellow severe weather warning would be issued with high confidence that those low-impact coastal gales will affect many places within the warning area. Conversely, sometimes the atmosphere can be primed with all the right ingredients for energetic thunderstorm development. This potential can cover a large area. Within this area, if a certain trigger temperature is reached, or if the winds come together in just the right way, thunderstorms could result. But even if those conditions are reached in some places, it's still unlikely that thunderstorms will affect everywhere in the warning area on the map. Sometimes developing thunderstorms in one area can hinder the development of storms in another. Whilst the potential for thunderstorms could cover a large part of the UK, the probability for any single location might be low. But if thunderstorms do break out, the impacts may be considered medium or high. Energetic thunderstorms, especially during the summer, can lead to travel disruption, flash flooding, damaging winds, dangerous lightning strikes, loss of water supplies, gas and electricity. That's why it's important for the Met Office to warn people whenever there is a risk of severe impacts like these, even if the risk is relatively low for any single location. It's also useful for people to be aware of this risk, especially if they are planning outdoor activities or events or planning a journey. It may not happen, given the hit-and-miss nature of thunderstorms, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't have been warned of the risk in the first place. After all, we wouldn't say that completing a safe car journey means it was a mistake to wear a seatbelt.